Welcome everybody to Common Sense. You may remember from taking part in the first ever business research conference done in my business school. Which one? Oh, yeah, it's right. You've never seen it. That's why no one remembered me. Today I came here to answer a few questions about my future, about the destiny, and about the upcoming steps that I've been thinking, taking into consideration, and that I think are crucial for my career, and that anyone in a situation similar to this or thinking about where to go next may be really interesting too. So, as a bit of a context, I just finished doing a case study on business level, a business report that takes the Nike supplement market as the foundation to build up something quite awesome, quite incredible, with really nice foundations based on data, based on research, and that following the academic procedures, the techniques, the different elements that throughout the years that I've been learning, I was given. I managed to establish something quite strong that could be really a business idea, a business startup, or anything similar to that. After a success, that I myself call it, and the incredible proudness that I feel toward this achievement, it's time for me to start looking for the next steps. And that's what this is about. So, bit of introduction, let's jump right into it. This is how it's going to work. I have 5 questions that I will answering. And this is like those kind of videos where they throw you the questions, they don't say anything, they just written on the screen, and you need to talk about them. So let's go. I have it here. I feel quite good, honestly. I'm 24, did my university degree, I finished my master's, I'm working. Pretty much I've achieved everything that is kind of doable at a young age. I'm 24 and quite well established. I have a future, I have a job that I like, and I've done an incredible research for the business school that gave me a lot of insights and a lot of learning. So far, I feel really well. I'm in the position that I wanted, not yet what I dream of and what my goals really demand me, which could be frustrating at times, but I have to be honest with myself. Finishing degree, masters, and working, and I think the time it took between all of that was 6 months between finishing degree and masters was awesome. So I can't complain, but I tend to be really pushy with myself, and I have high ambitions, which, as I said, are a challenge, especially on this time, because I may get lost, I may lose focus because things are hard. I'm still young, I need a lot, I need to learn a lot, I need to go through a lot of things. So yeah, I have to be aware of that, but so far it's really good. The upcoming months for me are honestly established. Job, on my job so far, I have a quite well-structured plan. We are establishing some CRMs that need development, and then the design was done, development is on the way, of course not by me. And then after that we will need to do the several tries, several bugs learning, like solving bugs, mistakes, fixing things that don't work how it's intended, and after that is the implementation, which is pretty similar to what I'm doing right now, but with a much more robust element. And in the meantime, we're starting with the reports. In my free time, I'm starting to learn data analysis on DAX, on SQL, and that is what I'm taking most of my time right now in the free time when I have, which is learning DAX and learning SQL, bit of the structure of databases, how they work, how they interact, connection, all those things. In a try of getting more technical, of getting at that degree of expertise that I like, because I went fully into the business side, business perspective overall. But that's for a few months. For next upcoming months, I have at least 2 trips planned for November. literally doing the formation and setting up the programs that the CRMs for the different sales channels that the company has. So that's exciting. It's 2 more trips. I always love doing this kind of achievement. And yeah, it's a lot of work. It's also coordinating the big project of data integration, in which I don't have the expertise, the knowledge, or anything in particular to kind of handle it. But I will learn through a bit more of the perspective of first approaching it as a project developer, as managing projects, and then I will try to learn as much as I can from the supplier, how they do this kind of system, how they implement the data, and overall what I can get to from that project in particular. So I expand my knowledge in data integration. I build reports. I analyze data, and literally complement my skills on a more technical area, which I'm sure they will help me a lot. My background is on both marketing, market research, and then the master was again on marketing and sales. So I have a slightly bit of technicality in my background. I've done research for a while. I did like 6 months or 7 on an agency doing market intelligence research once again. And I've always been really good with numbers, really good with math. My bachelor was a technological one, which I did a lot of maths, a lot of physics. So overall, I'm always been in touch with numbers. I'm that freaky guy, techie guy who loves getting in contact with numbers, who cannot leave a multiplication out of his mind. And in that way, research is always been there for me. And now, after doing the business case, which were more of research, not actually doing the maths behind it, because we didn't have the time, but reading the reports, reading the samples, understanding the significant value, the calculation, the linearity on regressions, multilinear, all of that was really interesting. And even though it was secondary information, that's something I really enjoy. And that's why my case study is so well structured. It's because research is pretty well established, and then financing, which was more numbers, was actually well approached. It has sense. It makes sense that the whole project is built overall for a single target, a single idea. Then we have business side. This is something that I'm exploring as of today. Working on developing literally a system for a company. Right now is developing technology, developing digital marketing, developing CRMs, data analysis, that in the company. It's really new for me. It's something that I also like. I can handle conversation, I can handle negotiations, big group of people, and I think I'm really well suitable for that kind of job. I think I'm more of a chameleon, that I can adapt to any situation and become part of it without losing my essence and the focus of clear tracks and what I want to do and when, where I want to finish. And I think it's because this is what I love doing, which is talking. So I don't mind what is the talking about. It could be literally talking on a research program, and it could be talking for a presentation in a company of a new product, of a new idea, of a new strategy. No matter what I do in this field, I like it. And then I always have that thing behind me, which is backed by data, which motivates me, give me the foundation to then take decisions much more smart. So literally it's a balance right now. The scales is literally 50-50. And it's tough to decide where to go next. Both things, I love it. So it will literally be depending on the opportunities that I have, and depending on the upcoming months, what gets better developed and where is it the best opportunity. But no matter what I choose, it's always with a clear focus, which is I cannot lose talking. Okay, this is interesting. This is a topic that is really ambitious to think as the situation I'm living. Get better, don't get stuck on the same plane, like be different and upgrade yourself, like kind of a PC. It's complicated, especially when you're this young, which actually hasn't happened much times and you stop learning. It's like ambitious because it takes courage to admit that you're very old-fashioned, and I am. I see myself how I have certain patterns that has been there that I cannot move because it's the way I learn them. So in that side, it's scary. The first step was for myself to admit that I'm literally old, and it's been less than a year that I finished my master's. And if this is my situation, less than a year in, I'm pretty sure as time goes, it will be more and more and more on the same level. It will be feeling behind on this side. And for that, it's why I can take from my mind the desire of learning new things. I'm constantly learning, reading books, and every book I read, it cannot be fantasy, it cannot be some narrative, some story. It needs to be something related to the field that I am, for sport. It needs to be something that I can apply, so I'm learning. It's not like you cannot learn through those kind of books, like more on the historical side. I need more practical books as of today. And then the second step is learning useful skills and getting some certifications. For that is why in July I started learning French, third language, even though I cannot speak any of the two I do today, neither Spanish, neither English. I can't speak any language well, like properly done, but I'm going for French as a third language. Why? Well, I don't know. I might be fucking dumb. And the third one is that in the months until the end of the year, which is like 2 months, it's literally right around the corner, I'm gonna be learning programming in DAX and Power BI and SQL. That's my main focus. Getting the structure, getting the idea, trying to model some data, and getting some things built around it. And then the other thing is around next year, February, most likely I will start looking into a third education, third formation, which if the job I have is still the same, it will be online, fully online. If by some miracle I'm working outside of Spain, we'll see what happens, I don't know. But if things follow the line that has been following, it will be a third education, a third master's. But this time not on a broader topic, but much more specific. These follow the pretty much the same logic than the past question. If I want to go for a third formation in my life, third education, it has to be really clear what I want. And as I said in the beginning, I'm between business and research, but I've already been looking and read some really interesting materials and programs that are out there, some syllables, and I'm between two things. I'm between the more business, pure orientation, which is sustainability and growing business development, literally a business developer, but on a clear sustainability focus. And the second one is going for something much more technical and starting on data analysis. Okay, not on the 100% technical stuff, because I'm lacking 4 years of any engineer program that is out there, but more oriented to business, so I can act as the connector between engineers and CEOs of companies. That's the two things that I'm contemplating. There are some really cool programs out there. The ones I've been seeing is from Cambridge, Harvard, Oxford, but just as a overall thinking, this is what I like about them. The only thing is that they're quite introductory. They don't go deep in, and I tend to be really ambitious on going super deep in at the beginning, and this actually throws me back a little bit. But I will learn to, like, there's things that here experimentation in data analysis, like understand the gold standard for making experimentation work, design experiments to gather meaningful data. That I will love, how to experiment and then get your data from that. And then machine learning, how to use machine learning tools and models and neural networks. It's something that I completely know nothing about. And getting those neural neural networks, those predictive analysis in the artificial intelligence area that we're coming in, it's really, really interesting. Then obviously there are some things that are quite useless, like big data opportunities. I know what this is, the four B's of big data has been taught forever. Biases in decision making with data, of course, that's the first thing you learn. You cannot take decisions based on data, or you will be completely wrong. And then ethical, legal, and organizational issues, yeah, more of the same thing that you don't really need. They tell you that's complementary, and then you learn based on the company you're working in. This is on the data analysis, it's super introductorial, we'll see. And then the thing with sustainability, it's way more interesting, and I think I completely messed it up, because how to grow a business and be sustainable at the same time, it's something that not many company does. Not this one. But as I was saying, going sustainable on growth, it's something no one really knows. So getting some information, getting some knowledge on sustainability, it's actually interesting. So think about it, how to go like circular economies, supply chains, sustainability, leading models, not only in developing the company but leading the teams. How the society is changing, how to act in crisis, then natural elements, social responsible, social consumerism, policy, regulations. It's way more business oriented, it's way more political, and depending on the country, really, depending on the zone, it's even more political and it changes more. So whatever you learn, it's always outdated, as I was saying a few ago. But it's a challenge, and it's something that when I don't know nothing about a topic, it actually makes me want to go for it. I'm that guy who pushes forward. So I don't know if I would keep learning data analysis on my own and getting some certificates online from Coursera for like any data camp who allow you to pay a few hundred, 300, 400 euros for a couple of courses and get that certification out of the way and be self-taught, or go for something that is way more marketing orientated in the way that they try to sell you things and pay a lot of money for them. But that's the two things in between that I have 3-4 months up ahead of me to finally choose. So we'll see. I think I've done this few times. I've always left notes and cards and letters for myself in the future, trying to guess what I would be doing, who I would be with, if I had a partner or not, like those kind of things, and or like to-do lists, things to goals and achievement. But if I had to say something right now with what I've learned to myself in 2000 years is sacrifices that you've made will still come in. You will still need to sacrifice way more than you've done. Don't you think that the things you refuse to do, couldn't do, or yeah, something like that, are going to stop? No, you need to keep doing that, but you're on the line of doing what you set it yourself for. Since day one, you dream of doing something similar to this, and I'm not even there, but you will. So no matter what the circumstances are, you are one step closer. Keep sacrificing things. Keep having fun when you want. Keep taking those few moments, those little moments. You're doing great. So right now, keep on fucking crushing your ass. And that's it. No one will do it for you. Don't work alone. Don't close yourself. And as a criticism, talk more with friends and get more content with people in the past. Don't lose track so fast with those people. You're not antisocial, you're just a little bit dumb. And people don't hate you. It's just you who made people hate you. And that's it. With this, we conclude this different format of podcasting. I hope this kind of more interview orientation work. I'm really intrigued about the end result. I think I enjoyed it a lot. Now it's time to get to editing, put the taglines, put the questions, and we'll see how it goes. What's next? No one's know, but it's up to you to work as hard or not. So take it easy or go fucking crazy into it. It's up to you. It's up to me.